Hello everybody, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to convert a file system, for example NTFS, Windows file system, to EXT4, Linux file system. Okay, so first what we need to do is to shrink it. This takes 500 gigabytes, which is a lot. Let me show you. CSDB2 953. So we're gonna shrink it until it's 518 gigabytes, and after that we're gonna convert the remaining of it into an EXT4, and then we're gonna move it everything inside it to EXT4, and then we're gonna resize it to expand everything after we delete the old partition. That's basically the plan. So let's go. Okay, so I'm trying to find like the minimum size of the shrinkage, how many files are inside it. And at first it says you need to unmount it. I unmount it using the Dolphin file manager. I did it again and it say permission denied. I use sudo, and this time it asks for a check disk. So yeah, let's do check disk. Check disk /f/dev/sdb. What do you mean? Oh yeah, check disk only works in Windows, so I guess we have to remove the schedule. Wait guys. Okay, so it's apparently in Linux. I searched it up on Brave, Sindo, NFT, NTFS fix strip d for d/dev/sdb. Let's just do the entire disk. Okay, this is gonna take a while. I will just let me scroll up. You should run check disks. Okay, I think this works. Okay, apparently guys, I am supposed to do the partition, not the entire disk. So yeah, it was my fault. Anyway, let's continue the thing now. Okay, it's working now. Sudo NTFS resize strip I. So apparently current volumes and current device size is running down. Okay, so I tried to uninstall some, delete some apps that I don't need. For example, Steam library, because it takes the entire size according to file like Explorer, and it doesn't work because my drive is just so corrupted from NTFS. So I guess wait, it's already small enough actually. Yeah, you know what? Let's move it now. Damn. Okay, guys. Trying to copy everything from the content creation to my hot disk, aka the second SSD, with EXT4, which is much more stable than NTFS in terms of data corruption, according to my friend XF4 or something. I will just say his real name, Thomas. He's from Netherlands. He told me about Linux. I moved to Linux because of it. Okay, I will just stop the recording for now. Okay, guys.
Hello, everybody. My name is
Thomas. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually recording right now.
Sorry.
Okay, LSBLK. Okay, guys. So basically, I move all the file in my disk drive here to the fun, and then I set it to EXT4 and move it back here. And now it's. This is not funny, Thomas. This is for a YouTube video. Anyway. So yeah, that's my journey. So that's my journey trying to convert an NTFS file system into EXT4. That was very fun. I learned a lot about Linux stuff like gdisk, fdisk, about EXT4, about partition table, stuff like that. And also not only that,
this guy is amazing.
I use thank you, bro. Thank you. It's thanks to you too, bro. You teach me a lot about Linux.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically...
Hang in there, because we're going to make a custom... No, I'm just kidding.
No, man. I don't think making our own OS is a good idea. Let's just fork Linux and make our own.
It's fun.
It
will still be Linux-based, It will still be Linux-based.
That's a good idea.
I forgot to say that.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, but it's still too big. I mean, come on, I'm a high-level programmer, not a low-level programmer. I don't talk to the machine.
Anyway. I mean, if you're high level, that means that you're good at it. If you're low level, basically.
No. High level programming means like you don't.
Oh, you mean it in that way? Basically, the computer's level.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so basically, you would be the guy who does C++. That's like a.
Yeah, I'm
high level, right?
Yeah, high level is like Python, JavaScript. Low level is like C, C++, and Rust.
High level means like closer to the user.
Exactly.
Yeah, sex.
Anyway, Anyway, so basically that's my journey. Now my plan here, guys, after this video, is to I don't know, maybe to like shrink this disk space, shrink this partition, shrink this partition, and then create a like a logical follow manager from the unallocated space, and then move everything to the logical volume manager, because I heard that's the best way to how do I say this, to install
To
stuff.
basically bring on your traditional Syrian bro.
Alex gonna watch this and he gonna angry at you anyway.
Why does he still watch your goddamn video?
He still stalks me, trust
What
me.
is, is he like,
I
is
have
he like a fucking stalker or what? Jesus Christ,
I have a
man.
feeling. I just have a feeling.
What the fuck?
Trust me. Yeah, trust me. Okay, anyway. So basically,
I think I'm gonna go to his house. No, I'm just kidding.
that's the
I'm
only
not
way.
actually
That's
going.
the only way to install app on the second disk. And
What if you actually install it on the mailbox of Sam's house?
that's crazy. Anyway, man, please let me focus. I need to cut up.
Yeah,
a lot.
sorry.
I need to cut
Can
up.
you leave the loud sound in, but just muffle it a bit,
Yeah, I need
so
to.
that it doesn't actually deafen your viewers?
Yeah, I need to cut up a lot of. You know what? I will not cut anything. This conversation will be on YouTube.
Oh, Jesus
Fuck.
Christ.
Fuck it.
All
man.
right.
Fuck it. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, guys. To be honest, I did like install Discord. I mean, move Discord to the up to my second drive on my fun drive from my /user/share. Where's Discord? Come on, Discord. Using
Discord?
symbolic link, and it works. Not only that, it also works on, let me see, on
Why did you call it Discord?
Discord. I don't know, it's just my accent. Sober actually works. Sober is basically Flatpak. Actually, this is a bad idea, guys. Do not install Flatpak using symbolic link on a second drive. You can actually do it
Why does
easily.
it actually not work?
So like
Yeah, that's because it's /var, right?
no
Like
it's
in /var.
basically Flatpak and Debian rely on the /user/library that basically hold like the, you know how in like Windows there's like a VCC redistributable, right? You have to install the .dll on every apps manually, right? Sometimes the same app
Yes, I get it, yeah.
Yeah, on
It's
Linux.
dramatic as hell.
Yeah, on Linux, that .dll is called .so, and every apps use that once from one source. Not like Windows where it's redundant, it's keep repeating. There's this one .dll, the same thing but for different apps. There's one .dll. That's why it make Linux so like lightweight. That is the monolithic kernel architecture.
It's really what gives Linux its traditional
sense of rope. Let's just stop. Alex.
Yeah, it's
Alex, if you're watching,
traditional approach.
Alex, if you're watching,
Oh, fuck.
Alex, if you're watching this, I am sorry. I understand why you hate this guy. I understand why you hate me. But let's be real here. We will not come to your house butt naked. So you gotta be grateful that we are not gonna plan that. Anyway,
We will make somebody do it for us.
so
because
the
it's just-
my only problem with like monolithic kernel architecture, like when everyone rely on the main disk and you cannot install it on the second disk, it's just, and you have to use logical volume manager. Why don't you just make it like the default at the first time? You know, why don't do that? Why don't you just, hey, want to use logical volume manager after you install it to like combine all of your disk space? Why don't you do that? Rather than like, hey, we're gonna like have to like, you have to like manually mount it, you have to manually format your disk. It basically fuck it up, you know. Just redo, like, look at me now. I'm basically on the next episode I'm gonna try to like make a logical volume manager of my unallocated disk space from the after I shrink all this tree. It's just bad like user experience, and I get college tomorrow. It's 12:36 a.m. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Sorry that the ending have to be full of inside jokes that you guys probably won't understand, and to you guys who understand, I am sorry. I am truly sorry. Please do not report this video. We don't say your full name, so yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. This is my experience working with Linux. Very very educative. I love it. I learn new stuff. I'm I'm sorry if my newbie brain basically did some mistake and that makes you guys cringe, but hey, it's humans, right? Anyway, thank you for watching and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. By the way, XF, say bye bye to the camera, please.
Bye bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye bye.